So let me get y'all caught up real quick. Basically, Miles Farley, aka Lil Miles, just got severed from the case. So basically what happened today is, and we can just read it as they just said it. Here's what they say. If what his attorney is saying is true, then what does this mean for his client? Miles Farley has been severed from this case, so he will have to continue to sit in jail until he goes to trial. The other question I have is, how does this impact the pending bond motion for Farley? Because you got to remember, Miles Farley, they still trying to get that man bond. So here's what happened. I'm outraged, and every other member of the defense bar I've spoken to is outraged by what took place in court today. The people enforcing the law should actually know law before arresting somebody. Yes, OCGA 16-13-75 does say you have to keep some prescription medications in their original container. But have you read the whole statute where it says, other than the individual specified in code section 16-13-35 or 16-13-72? And 16-13-35C3 says the person who has an awful prescription is exempt. Oh, lawful. I don't know how that just happened. That's how I was able to buy attorney David Wolf, one of those Sunday Monday pill organizers, for his 70th birthday. So essentially, if you have an organizer, that should be perfectly fine as well. They sell them at Kroger, Amazon, the gas station. Everyone's grandparents have them because it's perfectly legal to keep them in your own prescriptions in a different container. Further, they can't even know what the medications is until they send it off to GBI for testing, which usually takes months. So they put the cart away before the horse was even there. At least they had the sense to dismiss this nonsense of battery on a police officer. The witness I spoke to said that the officer was an absolute fabrication on the part of the officer. The whole thing is unbelievable. Attorney Menendez's arrest was an illegal arrest, and I look forward to our day in court if it even gets that far. So unless he somehow gets Glanville to grant him a bond, he stays in the Fulton County jail until the trial. If they do, then they'll get around to doing it all over for this trial. In my honest opinion, it's a mistake to sever Farley from this trial. It needlessly creates an appellate issue. It's also worth noting that the Fulton County jail is notorious slow processing people in and out of custody. Unless Attorney Menendez somehow gets his booking expedited, he may be stuck in jail for a bit, and his bond is processed. I've seen it take days, just to be honest. So basically, here's what happened. Your boy Menendez went to jail for having prescription pills on. They were searching everybody since yesterday. Since today. And then what ends up happening is Menendez had pills on him, so they arrest him. So what a lot of lawyers do is if you see that, there's a bunch of times where you'll see a client give his attorney his phone so that they can't search it. Because if they detain him, they can search it. So Menendez tosses his phone, and the attorney ain't got no hands, he got butterfingers. And then it somehow hits a cop. So they essentially take him up for assaulting an officer. Rule of thumb: if you see that an officer claims he was assaulted and that person who was arrested has a clean face, that officer was not assaulted. Let me let y'all know that right now. 2 years ago or a year ago, they had arrested Bandman Kevo in Miami. And essentially, I'm assuming because Cuz was rowdy with him and everything like that, but that wasn't just the only thing. They put assault on there. So once I see Bandman Kevo has made bond, and I also see what his mugshot looks like, I say ain't no way in hell that man put hands on a goddamn cop. These cops foam out the mouth for you to do something crazy. But this is Ceddy Nash Clips channel. Make sure you subscribe. I'll catch you at the next one.